Let's take a look at an important tool in creating art: contrast. Technically, contrast is the juxtaposition of differences in order to intensify the properties of each. Contrast can be created through any difference, including value, color, texture, size, and so on. Although closely related to variety, contrast is considered by most to be a principle of art. Let's start with color. Take a look at the color wheel here, and you'll notice some opposites: orange and blue, yellow and purple, and red and green. We know these are complements and provide high contrast. In this example, the word contrast is presented using the complements red and green. We know they provide high contrast, but doesn't this make your eyes kind of hurt? In fact, if we take the color out and show only the value, we see that the values are actually similar. Even though the colors are different, the values are very close. So how can we fix this contrast so that it's producing a pleasant contrast? The answer is to change the values. Notice we still have red and green here, but the values are in great contrast, and the colors as well. This is what that red and green looks like now with the color taken out. We can see that the contrast is created in an aesthetic manner purely because the values are far apart from each other on a value scale. Now, should we forget about color completely when we're talking about forms? Of course not. In fact, if we go back and look at the color wheel, we see that red would be a good choice for a background color for our green sphere. So what happens when we take just a regular red and put it in the background? Well, the same thing happens. We have that strong vibration that's happening, which is no good. In fact, when we take the color out and we're left only with the values, we see that the values are very similar. The local value on the sphere is very similar to the background value. But if we adjust the value of the color, here we've made it a pink, we get a nice balance between the values. So you need to have a full range of value even if you're working with color if you want to achieve the highest level of contrast that's necessary for success. Here again, here's our word contrast that's nicely balanced, and our sphere that's nicely balanced with a complementary color in both cases, just with the right balance and value.